I want to say hello to an important person in this event tonight, Marriot Wardman Park, which you've probably been here a few times.
Many times over the past 7 years. The most important thing about tonight is that we're having a benefit for the Capital Area Food Bank. If people only knew the amount of hunger in the Washington metro area, they would even give more to organizations like the food bank. And of course, I hope they will always give to the food bank, but the amount of hunger in the region is so high, and it's a number that's growing because of the economy. So we're thankful that there are groups like the Capital Area Food Bank that provide food to those who really, really need it because of the economy.
Well, I know that we have about 750 agencies that depend on us for food, and we've noticed that in the past year or so, their need has increased greatly. So they've been coming to us more often than they had been prior to this. So we know that there is a great need in the community. We know that these feeding organizations that touch the lives of people on a daily basis are crying out to us and saying we need more, and we are struggling to keep up. But the good news is that we have found the generosity of people who support the food bank, and food drives and those kinds of things have increased to help us to at least partially meet the increased demand.
I don't know if you can quote maybe statistics, but I'm sure you can look at percentages as the recession has been looming large and being a formidable concern. How much is your demand increase? Do you have any ideas at 10% or a little higher than that?
The numbers I've heard are close to 20 or 30% higher demand for food than we had recognized in prior years. So it's continuing to increase, and the food bank is doing our very best to keep up with the demand. And thankfully, our donors, volunteers, they've also increased during this time.
Economic status of a lot of people has changed over the past couple of years, and so our partner agencies as well as us directly are seeing many more people requiring assistance with food.
Okay. Now, when you talk about requiring assistance, that means that not only delivering it through, say, food stamp programs and having access to it, but also maybe the breakfast kitchens or the shelters where people are residing overnight. This is a combination of all those requirements, right?
Absolutely. So we support about 700 smaller nonprofits throughout the region, and some of them might be homeless shelters, some may be senior citizen centers, some may just be soup kitchens, some may be after-school enrichment programs for children. All of them serve at least one purpose that we also serve, which is feeding people who are facing or struggling with hunger.
Okay. Now, we know that D.C. is not really recession-proof. And so there is a concern about keeping up with the demand as it grows. There's unemployment issues as we have any place in the country. But we still need, people are requiring more, right?
Absolutely. A lot of people dealt with the foreclosure crisis. So that has catapulted more people into the line, raising their hands for assistance with food. Just like you mentioned, job losses. People's situations change. A lot of people are in and out of our system, so maybe they need assistance this month because there was a job loss, but maybe that job is recouped and then they're fine. So we do see people coming in and out. We see long-term people. We're seeing a lot of new faces.
A good turnout. Obviously, someone can still afford to go out.
Yes, we have a lot of great corporate supporters. We have a lot of individual supporters, and we really appreciate it. For people who are still able to help, let me tell you, every dollar makes a difference. At the food bank, for every dollar donated, we can provide 3 meals to someone struggling with hunger.
Okay, and you probably talk to some of the end users, and you hear the stories, so you can certainly empathize with their concerns.
Oh, of course. I mean, job here today, gone tomorrow. No one ever thinks that they're not going to have a job, and that's the thing. We're seeing not just blue-collar workers. We're seeing a lot of white-collar workers saying, you know, I thought I would always have a job, and I never thought I would be in line at the food bank. We have people who used to support us by volunteering or donating, and they're now in need.
Well, you're very concerned, but you're detailed and you're businesslike about the way that you do this every day, and you have to set priorities every day, because I'm sure everyone wants something from you, and you have to decide who you're going to give it to.
Well, no, our focus is on hunger, and so if people are in need, we're going to do everything we can do to help them.
Okay, so if someone wants to enroll, do they come to the food bank directly, or do they do it online?
No, they can just call us, and we'll connect them with a food source in their neighborhood. they can go online and find that information on our website at capitalareafoodbank.org.
Okay.
They can call us at 202-526-5344.
Okay, we've got a great atmosphere, good entertainment. People are going to be enjoying themselves here today as they are now. I want to thank you, Cassandra, for being available to speak with us. And I assume that you're probably going to get a bite to eat tonight as well.
If I have time, I will.
Okay. Well, I know people are going to be coming to you and asking you questions, so you're always working, right?
Yeah, always. Thank you so much.
1980, and we started because there were major cuts in food stamps. And we started because there was an incredible need out there in the community. But I can tell you now, what we're facing, I've never seen such an issue before. Our agencies, the food bank serves roughly 700 food programs throughout the metropolitan Washington area. And they're seeing anywhere between 30 to 200% increases in the numbers of people that they're feeding. So what you're doing tonight is you're not only coming together to garner strength and to support the effort of the food bank, you're reaching out to serve those people out there, those agencies, serving we touch the lives of roughly 400,000 people annually. So you're making a huge difference in this community's life.
So when I found out that not only were they bringing in a pro and the best of the best, you can imagine my relief. Woo! So I would now like to introduce to you BJ Jennings. She's considered by many to be one of the best auctioneers in the country. BJ is the 2005 Pennsylvania Auctioneer Champion, the only woman in the more than 30 years of the competition to win the championship title in Dover. After starting her company in 2001, BJ quickly established one of the company's specialties and passions as conducting and consulting for benefit and fundraising auction events. BJ now works with dozens of organizations annually to assist them in raising millions of dollars by captivating audiences with a style that has been described as both entertaining and energetic. BJ holds both the prestigious Certified Auctioneers Institute designation and the Benefit Auctioneer Specialist designation. This is her second year working with the Capital Area Food Bank, and I'm real happy she's here. Everybody, BJ Jennings.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, as Jennifer said, my name is BJ Jennings. Our company is First Class Benefits. It is an honor to be back with you once again. How many of you were here last year? Raise your hands. Everybody else, raise your big cards. Let's get it clear right now. It works so much better that way. By the way, you're allowed to get all stars. So where's your big number?
Oh, I don't have my big number.
Okay.
I'm going to write a check.
I'm going to introduce you to a couple of people that will be assisting me. Mr. Merrill Spahn. $100 Go ahead, do it. $100. $150 $175, do it again. 175, 150's in the back. 175, 150, 175. It's more fun if you did. 150, 175. More fun for me. I don't know about you. You gotta write the check. 150, 175, 150, 175, 150, 175, 150's in the back. 175, 150, 175, 150 only. 175. These are very special. 150, 175. I've got 175. Make 200. 200 to get $200. 175 to get 200. You guys are being so quiet up here. 175 to get 200. 175 to get 2. 175 to get 200. 200 to get 225. 225. It's your turn again. It's more fun if you do it twice. 225, 200 to get 225 to get 2. That's what I've been told. 200 to get 225. 200 to get 225 to get 225. 2's in. 225. 200 to get 225 to get 225. 2 on to get 25. 200 to get 225 to get 25 to get 25 to get 25 to get 225. I've got 200 to get 225. All done, all through. 200 to get 225. Are you sure? 200 to get 225. Last call. 225. 200 to get 225. Soap for $200. Soap for $200. Butter $471. $471. Thank you. Thank you for that gift also.
We gon' celebrate now. Celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Hey. Come on and celebrate. Celebrate good times. Everything's gonna be alright. Let's go. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're encore.
All right. That's what I call a promotion.